I arrived exactly where I was supposed to be. But on paper, I might no longer belong to the one who shipped me. The right port, the right time, everything went according to plan. Except for one thing. As the cranes lowered me to the dock, something had already changed. I am $1 million cargo of black pepper, and I've just become someone else's problem. 21 containers of black pepper, an order too large to ignore. The numbers made sense. The destination made sense. The buyer looked legitimate. Nothing seemed wrong. But here was the flaw. No deposit, only a promise. And that was enough. Payment would come after arrival. In global trade, a promise without a deposit is not a guarantee. It is a risk that has already been accepted. I left the port as planned. Loaded, sealed, documented. The ocean did not resist me. No storms, no delays. Days passed. Water in every direction. But while the exporter was tracking my position, someone else was tracking something else. Not my location. Time. Normally, this is where the process ends. Documents are exchanged, payment is made, cargo is released. But nothing happened. No payment, only messages. Wait, more time. Next week. I remained at the port, still sealed, still intact, but no longer moving. And without movement, value begins to change. Time did not stop. It became pressure. Storage fees increased. Container charges accumulated. Every day I stayed, I became more expensive. Not to buy, but to hold. Somewhere far away, the exporter was watching the profit bleed away. Cash flow slowed. Options disappeared. I was still the same cargo, but I was becoming harder to keep. Then, the offer changed. The price was no longer the same, and it would not return. Lower. Much lower. Not because I had changed, but because time had already changed my value. I was no longer a shipment in transit. I had become a cost, a liability, something that needed to be resolved. This was not an accident. No storm caused this. No failure at sea. Nothing was broken. Everything followed the process. Carefully, quietly, step by step. Nothing looked wrong. And that was the problem. Time was used to create pressure, and pressure was used to take value. There was no need to take me by force. The system itself was enough. I arrived safely. Not a single bag was torn. Not a single peppercorn was damaged. I am perfectly intact. And that is exactly the problem. I am no longer a shipment. I have become a hostage. The buyer stands on the shore, watching the clock. And with every passing moment, I become more expensive to keep than to abandon. Somewhere far away, my owner can only watch me through a screen, waiting, calculating, realizing one thing. Bringing me home is now more expensive than leaving me behind. In global trade, cargo does not always disappear. Sometimes it arrives exactly as planned. And by the time you realize it, it's already too late. Modern predators don't need force. They use time, they use cost, and they use your trust against you. Because the moment you ship without a deposit, you are no longer in control.